Okay, quickly we have two topics here just to quickly revise and touch base. We have calculus and then we have trigonometry. These are big chunks of both Maths paper 1 and Maths paper 2. So here we have Maths paper 1 and we are using the rule of differentiation. Let me do the first two here and then the next two. So I'm going to move very fast because these ones are things I'm expecting us to quickly win over. If you remember, we said you cannot differentiate until you what? Simplify. Okay, let's look at the first two here quickly, very fast. Number one, it says y equals to root of x 2 over 2 minus 1 over what? 6x cubed. 3 marks. You cannot, number one, differentiate with a root. And number two, don't differentiate when x is a denominator. So can we change our root of x? What is that? X to the power what? Half over 2 minus what? The x to the power 3 must, we take it up, right? What are we going to have? X to the power negative 3 over what? Over 6. Once we have that rule, because the whole idea is to always have your equation as y equals to x. So before you derive, always ask yourself, do I have it like this? And it is, if I rewrite this, it is what? Half x to the power half. Can you see ax to the power n minus 1 over 6 x to the power what? 3. Another ax to the power what? N. Once I have it like that, I can then derive. When we derive, what are we going to have? dy dx. The half exponent multiplies the half coefficient, which gives me what? 1 over 4, that is half times half. And then what do? Subtract 1. What is half minus 1? Negative 3 over 2. I'm lying. Negative half. We're subtracting 1, right? Then we say 3 times 1 over 6. That will give us what? 1 over 2. So negative 1 over 2. X to the power what? And we are done. First question is done. 3 marks in the bag. How is the examiner going to mark this? As quickly as possible. You derive. For simplification, 1 mark. Evaluate this one. Number 2. What are we looking for? Differentiate with respect to x. X cubed minus 3, all what? Squared. Remember here, don't write an equal sign. Don't write an equal sign. What do? We expand this, right? But do I need to do this? No. We can just expand once, right? And we are saying first squared. So x to the power 3 times x to the power 3, x to the power 6. Then 2 times the first and the last. We know how to FOIL. 3 times 2 would give us what? 6x to the power 3. And then the last one, negative what? No, positive 9. That would fetch you a mark just by foiling. We need to know how to FOIL. And the simple thing we said, first squared plus 2 first and last plus last what? Now I can derive because all my patterns are ax to the power what? N. Now I write my equal sign. What's my answer? 6x to the power 5 minus 18x squared. 9 is a constant and that will give us what? 0. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're good. First 6 marks in the bag. Let's look at the next. I hope I have another copy. Yep. Okay, we have this next. What do? Number 3. Remember we said we cannot what? we cannot derive until we simplify. There's a format we are expecting and we must get that. This is 4 over x to the power what? Half minus 1 over 9 x to the power 3. But I don't want my x to be a denominator. Once I take it up, it becomes a negative. So what do I have? 4x to the power what? Negative half. Can you see now again I have my format ax to the power what? And now I can derive. And please notice I'm deriving at once. I'm not deriving the first, and when you derive at once. What do we have? 4 times negative half, negative 2x. Yeah, you forgot a negative. Yeah, negative times 4 give us negative 2. Then what do we have? Minus 1. Negative 3 over 2. Then what do we have next? 3 times negative 1 over 3. 3 times negative 1 over 9. Negative 1 over 3. X to the power 2. How many marks? 3 marks again. 1. Simplification 1. Next one, quickly. Dx again. X minus 2. What do we do? We need to expand this bracket, right? No equal sign, please. What do we have? X squared. Let me go with you. I will have done short form by saying 3 minus 2. But let's expand. What do we have? Plus 3x minus 2x. No equal sign, remember. X squared. Now can I derive? Now I write my equal sign. What do I have? 2x plus 1. How many marks? 3. 1, 2, 3. We're good? All right. This is to make sure that our 12 marks on this particular part is guaranteed. What's the next one that we have? 2 marks here. What do we need to do? Y equals to what? X squared minus. Only the x goes up. You leave the 2 at the bottom. So can we derive now? What's your answer? 2x plus 3 times half would give us what? To the power negative 4. Done? Okay, so we have those marks quickly. We have those marks in the bag as quick as possible. So remember the rules. Always make sure you write it as in this format before you can derive the coefficient, the variable, and the exponent. Okay, we're good. No questions there. Then here I've got a few trig questions. I'm doing this so that these are building blocks to whatever we need to do. Look at this. 5 cos A. Quickly. 5 cos A equals to 2 root 6. Look, the first thing I'm going to do is to find what cos A is, right? What is cos A? Divide both sides by 5. What do you have? 2 root 6 over 5. And normally we know that our cos A is what? X over R. But the exact, and this is positive, right? Cos being positive, we know we are in quadrant 1 or quadrant 4. But do you notice they gave us A is an element of what? 90 degrees. Which quadrant are we looking at here? 2, 3, and 4. So we are going to stick to 4 because 4 is common in our conditions. It is important to always draw. That diagram is 1 mark. So we already said either quadrant 1 or 4, but we know now that we are in quadrant number what? 4. because of the restriction of the domain. And what type of triangle? Right angle, and that is your A. X over R, oh, it makes sense. My X is, and my R is, what is missing? Now, how do we get the value of Y? Theorem of what? Pythagoras. Quickly. R squared equals to what? X squared. So what do we have? 5 squared plus Y squared. What will this give us? 25. 2 times 2, 4, 6, 24. Now, Y squared equals to 1. What is Y? Plus or minus. And in this case, is it a positive or a negative?
Negative.
Y is a negative. So Y. And once you have that, you are done. Your X is 2 root 6. Your Y is negative 1. And your R is positive 5. Those are the 3 things that you need. Now I can find, now you see 5.1.1. I've already started 5.1.1 here by doing that routine step. What are we looking for? Negative root 6 tan A will be equal to what? Negative root 6. What is tan A? Tan is opposite over what? Adjacent, or Y over X. And what are Y? Negative 1 over what? 2 root 6. Negative will give me a positive. Root 6 divided by root 6. What am I left with? 1 over 2. Sine 2A. What is my sine 2A? It's an identity. Compound angle or double angle. Good. What is sine A? Opposite over hypotenuse, or which is Y over R. Negative 1 over what? 2 root 6. No. Our R is what? 5, right? Then cos A. We already know that. That is what? So what would your answer be? Negative 4 root 6 over 25. I don't know if we are on the same page. Let me know, guys, if we are on the same page. Routine. This is just routine. You understand? Betty, are you okay there? You sure? All right. Just routine work, you know. That's how we're going to get better with maths, especially these topics that are quite challenging. Trigonometry being one of them. Yes.
Hi, sir.
Hi. Who's speaking to me there?
It's me, sir.
Hi, you. How are you, me?
Hello, Mr. Jean.
Okay. Yes, Oratile?
The previous, I want to take the screenshot for the previous.
Did you do the work? Did you do the work, though?
Yes.
Okay, which one? This is page 1, quickly.
Yes, page 2, sir.
Page 2.
Thank you, sir.
All right. You got the rest? Okay, look at this one. Sine 18 equals to P. We know what it means. It's not just P. It is what? P over 1. So sine 18 degrees. We know it's not just P, but it's P over what? 1. Definitely, if I look at I have cos, I'm going to have to get the third side. 18 is in the first what? Quadrant. Please draw. 18 is in the first quadrant, so that we're not going to argue about. And what is sine again? Sine theta is what? Y over R, or opposite over hypotenuse. So it means this is P and 1. What is this therefore going to be? 1 minus P squared. Please, some people used to write P minus 1 squared. That's wrong. And it's a common error. So sometimes I prefer you to write it out for you to see. 1 squared is 1. X squared, I don't know. Y is what? P. When I bring this over, 1 minus P and then the square root. And it's positive. Okay. What is cos 18 going to be? This is why we needed the triangle. What is cos? X over what? R, or adjacent over hypotenuse. What would that be? 1 minus P squared. So you get 1 mark there, and then you get 1 mark for that. That whole diagram gives you 1 mark, and that expression gives you 1 mark. Cos 48, is there a relationship? Cos 48, remember, there's a checklist. You must check whether it's a cofunction. You must check whether it is what? Related to any special angle. Check whether it's double or check whether it's half. But here quickly I see that it's not half, it's not double, but has a connection with what? Special angle. What's the special angle? 30. So I know that cos 48. So you've got to find a way to practice this so that you can see quickly. Cos 30 plus what? 18. And now I can use my compound angle formula. Cos A cos B minus sine A sine what? B. What is cos 30? Root 3 over 2. What is cos 18? 1 minus P squared minus, what is sine 30? That's a half. And what is sine 18? P. You could actually leave your answer like that. No one is going to. Ooh. There is no more simplification that, let's see, layer, move to bottom layer. But we can factorize if you want to show up maths. What's common? 1 over 2 is common. What do you have? Root 3. No, sorry. Yeah. Root 3. Since we are multiplying, we can actually multiply that into one bracket and say 3, 1 minus P squared. Everything comes under one umbrella. Root A times root B. If they have the same root, you can just multiply them. So that's what I did there. And minus what? Minus P. Were you able to do sine 9? Why? Every time you see half angle, please, your answer is in cos 2 theta. So I'm looking for sine 9. What is the relationship between 9 and 18? It's half. Good. I already know where my answer is. My answer is here. So I'm looking for sine. I'll use the one with sine. And I'm done. My check, if I put sine squared 9, which is what I'm looking for, I have a 2. It means my theta is 9. Does that make sense? My theta is 9. What is 2 times 9? 18. Check. Oh, beautiful. Now, what is cos 18? Do you remember we got that right? The rest is now history. Let's take this whole thing to the left-hand side. What would it be? 2 sine squared 9. 1 minus. What do we do now? Divide both sides by 2. And also, can we find the square root? When I divide by 2, I'm going to have that. Don't be scared of your answer, but it's a sine squared. So what do? Square root of both sides, so I need a big square root here. Case closed, we're done, sine 9 degrees. Are we okay, everybody? Is that fine? Quick revision. This is what I expect you to do on the groups. Send a bulk of questions. Everybody, ta 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 ta. So we take it on from there. Now tomorrow we can do what? We can look at number patterns like that. We just keep carrying things along. I hope it makes sense to everyone here. Are we all okay? Let me know. Now we can continue with our journey of calculus, right? I want us to look at real questions. Now we've been playing, but our playing was we're building foundation. So now everybody can sketch. We've done the sketching. Equation of a tangent. That has been done. Okay, we're good?